Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Luke and I'm going to share with you 8 reasons why you are not losing the weight you want. And it's probably not even what you think. Welcome back. My name is Luke Rangel and I'm going to show you why you are not losing the weight. And I'm going to cover 8 reasons behind this. In this video, I'm going to cover the first 4, and then the video after this, I'm going to cover the next 4. And so when we think about losing weight, the main things that we think about is eating right, exercising, maybe someone holding us accountable, and doing this over and over and over again, right? But when we break it down, like everyone knows, like you know how to exercise, right? At the very least, you know to go on a walk. Everyone knows what foods are healthy and what foods aren't healthy, right? Eat an apple, not a donut. And then everyone knows that we get better results if we have some kind of accountability partner, right? So if you think about it, we all know what to do. So why don't we do it? And that is the largest gap in the human brain, is knowing what to do and actually doing it. And if we could figure this out, then you will be able to be as healthy as you want to because you're actually doing what you know you need to do. And so that's what I'm going to be covering with you today. And there's 8, what I call them, result gaps. So there's 8 result gaps that we all fall into. We could fall into one of the gaps. We could fall into all 8 of the gaps. But once we realize that we have fallen into this gap, we can finally know where we are and start building the bridge of knowing what to do and actually doing it. And so as you hear these result gaps and as you identify for them, I don't want you to feel bad. I don't want you to beat yourself up. What I want you to do is just acknowledge it. And now you could start building the bridge, again, from knowing what to do and actually doing it so you can lose all the weight you want and not hit any more plateaus. Does that sound good for you? Perfect. So before I dive in, what I would love you to do, just like and subscribe so that you don't miss the second part of this video when I release it. All right, so let's dive into the first 4 results gaps that you might fall into all 4, or you might just fall into one of them. So the very first gap that a lot of people fall into is the assumption gap, meaning I will automatically keep getting results. So if you think about it, right, from the time you were born, you got taller, you got stronger, you got wiser. Some of us got wiser. Automatically, as teenagers, you were able to eat whatever you want, do whatever you want, and you stayed thin, right? And then all of a sudden, 25, 30 comes along, first year of college, whatever it may be, comes along, you get pregnant, you get a job, right? Life hits us and we gain all of this weight. And so we blame it on having a baby. We blame it on being too busy. We blame it on getting older. When in reality, what we need to blame it on is we fell into the assumption gap. Even though from age 0 to 25, we never focused on our health. We never focused on our fitness. We automatically assumed that we didn't have to and we're going to stay the same size. We're going to look the exact same the rest of our lives. But that wasn't the case, was it? What ended up happening is life finally caught up to us and it showed us who we truly were the first 20 years of our lives. So we assumed that we're going to have the same genetic code the first 18 years of our life that we would the next 18 years, even though all of our parents, all of our grandparents warned us. We didn't believe them, but because we assumed this was the way. And so instead of blaming it on being pregnant, getting older, getting busy, what we need to blame it on is ourselves, because we assumed that we didn't need to eat healthy. We assumed we didn't need to exercise because this happened the first 18 years of my life. It's going to happen the next 18 years of life. So the first result gap is the assumption gap. Result gap number 2, the knowledge gap, right? I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to eat healthy. I don't know how to exercise properly. And so a lot of us get stuck in the knowledge part, or we know a little bit, but what got us there doesn't always get us to the next phase. And this is a huge part where a lot of people get stuck. They get stuck in the I don't know what I don't know phase. And so this happened to me. When I was 25 years old, I was working out for a long time and I hit a plateau. I would not get any more results. And it was just I didn't know what to do. I was definitely working hard enough, but I wasn't getting the results that showed my hard work. And so what I personally had to do is I researched, I Googled, I researched, I read books. I did so many things from people who had the results that I wanted, and I started following them. So if you feel like you're in a knowledge gap, there's many things you can do. You could watch my videos. I give tons of information away for free. Or you could go the longer route and you could read books. You could research on Google. You could hire somebody, whatever it may be. So if you feel like you're stuck in the knowledge gap, the main way to get out of the knowledge gap is finding knowledge. So if you're like, I just don't know what I don't know, or I don't even know what I need to do, there's tons of knowledge out there that you could get 100% for free, or you can make it go faster by paying someone to do that as well. So again, the second results gap is the knowledge gap. The third result gap that many people fall into, myself included, is the timing gap. I have to find the right time, right? Have you ever said, now's not the right time, I will do it after vacation? I can't tell you how many times someone is ready to get signed up and they're like, well, I have a vacation in a month from now. It's probably not good for me to start now because then I'm just gonna gain the weight back. If that is your thinking, there's a lot more gaps to go into it, but that's the narrow, quick result thinking. Like, of course, like you're always going to lose weight and gain weight back, but it's going to get less and less over time, and you're going to realize how to manage it the way you want to. And one thing that I could promise you is the same thing that you've heard over and over again: there is no right time. I remember, again, when I finally had enough and I was like, this is it, I'm going to get the transformation that I deserve because I put in so much work. I remember I didn't wait till Monday. It was a Thursday afternoon. After I had bad food in the morning, I said, that's it. I'm not going to wait till Monday. I'm not even going to wait till tomorrow. I'm starting right now. And at that moment, at 3 p.m. on a Thursday, I started eating healthy and following a nutrition plan the rest of my life. And it's because I decided that there is no right time. I could wait for the perfect moment, which will never show up, or I could start right now. And so if you feel like you're just waiting for the perfect time to get going, for all the stars to align, for your spouse to support you, I promise you, you have to just start now. And then along the path, you're gonna find your perfect plan for you, but you don't find that until after you start. So again, the third result gap is the timing gap. If this is you, just start. And result gap number 4, the mistake gap. I am afraid of making mistakes. Now, I promise you, everybody in the world is worried about this, especially if you're watching this and you've already tried every program out there and gain the weight back. You are scared to put yourself out there because what if I make another mistake? What if I fail again? How will my friends look at me? How will I think of myself? How will my spouse look at me just as another failure? I'm afraid of making mistakes, so I'm just not even going to start. Now, instead of saying, what if I make mistakes? What if you start changing that thought process in your mind and say, what if I succeed? What if I follow through? What if this is the plan that I need? And I promise you, there has never been a successful person in this world that has not made mistakes. I made mistakes for 5+ years. But even after I said it's time to get serious and I'm going to get the results I want, I failed for 5 years. And that is a big reason why I make a lot of these videos, so you guys don't have to make the same mistakes I did. And so if you're afraid of making a mistake, I don't know if it's going to make you feel better, but I promise you, you're going to make a mistake. Everybody in the world makes mistakes. I still make mistakes every single day going on my plan. But it is just part of the process. And so if you're afraid of making mistakes, then you just have to learn how to fall in love with the journey and learn how to laugh at yourself. I'm really good at laughing at myself. And so when you're able to do that, you're able to get past that mistake gap. And so again, the result gap number 4 is the mistake gap. And now what I would love you to do, comment down below. Does one or all 4 of these gaps resonate with you? And if they do, let me know which one so I can help you build that bridge from where you are to where you want to be. And then on top of that, click the link down below. I have free meal plans, I have free fitness advice, I have free workouts, I have free supplement advice. And all you have to do, click the link down below and get all of it for free. Again, my name is Luke Rangel. I don't care how much weight you lose, I care how much weight you keep off.